All right, guys, Monday after work. Currently 4:30. Sun goes down in about an hour. I'm going to, it's actually 50 degrees right now, so it's really not too bad. Truck is a little dirty. I am going to try and wash this quick and actually answer some questions pertaining to that truck that a lot of people ask pretty frequently. So I'm going to go over those real quick. We're going to wash it quick. And if you guys like seeing, this is for the video, not daily because I get up some of them kind of late, but if you like seeing more videos more often, I'm really going to try and do what I can. Obviously during the week it's a little bit more difficult, but I'm gonna do what I can for you guys. All right, so first question that I get all the time, suspension, wheel and tire on the tow rig. So go over it again. If you haven't seen my tow rig walk around video, it's kind of one of the first ones that I posted, so if you have any other questions, just go back and reference that. But 22x12 American Force Jade is the model that they're called. These are hand-cooked Dynapro ATs, 305 45 22, which is just I believe it's 33 or just slightly under 33. Big question also is load range. These are not considered an E-load range tire. They have a weight rating of almost 3,000 a piece. 50 psi max. They are considered a extra load, which in my opinion, I see a lot of guys tow with, you know, P passenger Nitto 420s. These are, I guess, what I would consider, in my opinion, maybe in between that. They're not really an E-load range, they're an extra load. They do carry, you know, a decent weight rating to them though, so I haven't had any issues thus far. I don't see a reason why I would. I could be wrong, but I've towed about 2 years with this setup on this truck. Sure, the tires might wear a little bit faster. They are a little bit of a softer tire, but as far as like dangerous, I don't, you know, foresee that. I'm not one to neglect safety. All right, so getting to the suspension, the previous setup that I had on this truck was 3-inch progressive coils in the front. I had an add-a-leaf in the back, so it was actually had a little bit of a lift to it, around 3 inches or so in the front, maybe 2 or 3 in the back, to sit kind of level. And I still ran a true 33 with that. I didn't run 35s or anything like that. But when I did that, I put longer control arms in the front. So when I decided to bring it back down to stock height, which what it is right now, this is stock height in the front, I left the longer control arms in it. Now, as far as rubbing with this setup goes, it is extremely hard to notice, and the sun's in your eyes kind of right there. But if you look, and I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see, you can see that the front axle is shifted with stock height, with the longer control arms, is pushed the front axle just a little bit forward. Not a lot. It's something that if I never told you about, you'd probably never even notice. Even seeing it in person, it's very unnoticeable. But what that did is, you can see that I have not trimmed my fender. I have not trimmed the wheel well lining. You can see that it does rub ever so slightly here, just very, very little bit. And also in the front, you can see that I have not trimmed this section. It does rub here just a little bit, and it rubs kind of right here a little bit. See if I can get the focus. There you go. But you can see I have not actually trimmed that cutout where it kind of looks like it's shaped up is factory. I have not trimmed the front or the rear with this setup, or any for that matter. Those longer control arms really help. That little bit of push from the back really helps clear the wider tires. Also, these 22x12s are a -40 offset. If you are getting like a 20x12 or a 22x12 from, say, Fuel or something like that, they usually have you know, a -44, which is actually a little bit wider. It's sitting on a little bit of a hill now, but the rear suspension is just reverse leveled. Still has all the leafs in it, doesn't have drop shackles, anything like that. Just reverse level. The blocks that are underneath the leafs are just flipped to the top, and that's about it. And right now at stock height and a little bit lowered in the rear, it's pretty much perfect height going down the road. Another thing I do want to mention too, guys, is I'm going to be doing a video on how to lower the rear end of your truck. It's also a popular question. Might not be for everybody, but a lot of people have been asking me what I did to the 05 and the 08 on how I lowered the rear, what can you do, how low can you get it. So I'm going to be doing that in an entire separate video so it doesn't make everything super long. Also, another video coming soon. I know a lot of people are doing Q&As, but I've been getting a lot of like more personal questions that I think need a little more explaining than just a response in the comment section. So I'm going to be doing a Q&A on a little more personal stuff that people are asking, like what I do for a living, work, stuff like that. So look for those real soon. I'm not neglecting your comments. I just feel like they need a little bit more of a response. So, all right, so we're going to wash this thing up, and I might think of another common question that you guys ask a lot to throw in there at the end. All right, just because somebody might ask this is the soap that I use, Meguiar's Wash and Wax hydrophobic polymer technology, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. This is what I use. Good, bad. I don't use some of the fancy stuff just because it's super expensive. A couple different sponges, you know, for the really dirty stuff. The wheel wells I don't use the same as the paint. So I do like that Adams polish grate that you can put in one of these buckets so the dirt falls there and the dirt doesn't like go, you know, when your sponge goes to the bottom. I do like that, so I do want to pick one of those up. But you know, I don't go crazy with detailing stuff. I mean, I wish I never had to detail a vehicle in my life, but you got to keep your stuff clean. .515, losing light fast. You guys didn't think I was gonna make you watch me wash the whole thing, did you? So for drying, I use this really special chamois called the BG55. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but you barely have to touch the paint. So, as you can see, I use a leaf blower to minimize the use of a chamois on the actual paint. I started doing this a little while ago, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't think it speeds up the drying process, but as far as like putting fine scratches, especially in black, I think it really helps. So I'm gonna blow this thing off, chamois it off. I think we'll be all set. The other thing that is, you know, that I found, I used to hate, I mean, I still do hate washing vehicles, but this thing really wasn't super dirty. But the fact that if you hit it quick when it's not super dirty, it takes less time than having it get super dirty and then take a long ass time to detail. So hopefully that helps somebody. I mean, just keep it as clean as you can, as often as you can. It does help with how long it takes to actually clean your vehicle. So I've gotten a ton of questions on where I've got this badge. You can see mine's actually a little bit faded. This is from billetbadges.com. They actually hand make everything, hand paint everything. This is all one piece. I'll be the first one to tell you that those are not cheap, and I believe every badge that they make is custom made, so nothing's in stock. I think you have to wait I think I waited 4 to 6 weeks to get this thing, and the process to order is not really the easiest. You don't really call, you actually have to email and put like an inquiry. Last time that I checked, you have to put an inquiry in of what you want. They send you stuff, and it's a little bit involved. It's not as easy as going one-click purchase. All right, guys, completely out of light. I don't even know if it's dried very well, but hey, better than nothing. So some comments actually come to my email in the videos, and I just looked at my phone and read a comment, and I want to get your guys' opinion because I know I can't make everybody happy. I mean, it's actually tougher than you think picking music to put in YouTube videos. So the comment was about the music. Wasn't a huge fan, which is fine. Like I said, I can't make everybody happy, but if you have noticeably been, man, this song sucks, I can't even watch this video, it's bad, or if you like it, or if you think it's okay, or, you know, vice versa, leave a comment below. Let me know how you like the music thus far. I do try and skim through and get some good music. All right, guys, last thing I want to touch on tonight is something that is a helpful tip that might help you if you are trying to remove your side moldings of your doors, like the lower section of your door. I know even second gens, third gens, if you're gonna remove it, I have both of mine removed on my trucks. That looks a little bit cleaner, but if you've ever done it before, you know that the glue and the residue is a real pain in the ass to get off. So what I have found, and Some of you might have used it, some of you might not. It's a rubber eraser wheel, and you can get them at pretty much any, Napa, Advanced. It attaches to a drill, and this rubber compound, you got to be very careful when you're doing it. You want to go very lightly and without a lot of pressure, but this will help take the glue off really fast and not rub your fingertips completely raw. So hopefully that helps. If you're looking to do that, go pick up one of these. Definitely saves a lot of time and a lot of skin off your fingers. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like I said, leave a comment below what you think about the music, and I will see you very soon.